Ladies and gentlemen, we have some breaking news coming out of Valley Parade, and that is in the way of youngster Bobby Pointon signing a new 2-year contract extension with Bradford City. If you do go on to enjoy today's video, please make sure to drop a like on there for me and subscribe to the channel as well. If you are new, can we try and hit 200 likes on today's video? And don't forget to get your thoughts in down in the comment section down below. Obviously, he only signed a new deal with the club last summer. That was set to expire at the end of this current season. I think there was also an option of a further year in that contract, but it's nice to tie down your quite clearly your most saleable asset, your best youngster, homegrown, boyhood Bradford City fan. This is absolutely brilliant news. The club have worked exceptionally well over this summer, and it's just a cherry on top of the icing, on top of the cake. I mean, obviously that does depend on what cake you like. You might have a chocolate cake, you're not really going to have cherries with chocolate cake. On to more important matters, the article does then read, Pointon commits future to City. Bradford City AFC is delighted to announce Bobby Pointon has extended his contract with the Bantams until the summer of 2027 with the option of a further year. Pointon, one of our own, came through the City Academy and featured 40 times in Sky Bet League 2 last term. He played a vital role in our promotion back to the third tier, scoring 6 goals and assisting his teammates on 5 occasions. Pointon also bagged twice in our Virtue Trophy campaign, including in the semi-final at Birmingham City. His other goal, I think, was away to Mansfield Town in the group stage. Making his debut in Sky Bet League 1 last weekend, Pointon proved decisive, scoring the match-winning goal at the University of Bradford Stadium against Wycombe Wanderers. Pointon said, "I am buzzing to have signed an extension with the club. It was a no-brainer for me. I've supported this club my whole life, played here since I was young, and I love coming down every Saturday to play." City manager Graham Alexander added, "Bobby has been a great asset for the team and has shown constant progression, and we believe that can continue. He is talented and hungry, and that is a good combination to have. He deserves his new contract, and I am sure he is still looking to improve once again." Now, personally, obviously, I'm absolutely delighted that Pointon has agreed a new contract with the football club. And not only does it give himself a bit of kind of assurance that, you know, he's got the next couple of years at Bradford City, he can still grow, still develop, because he's still only young at, 21, 22 years of age. There's still plenty more development in his game. And because his game isn't built on pace, he's a very good technician. He's going to have a long career as well, because we've seen with some of the more younger players whose games are largely built on pace, come 26, 27, if they've had a couple of muscular injuries, then their career kind of massively tails off. But because Pointon is so good technically, his goal at the weekend goes and shows that with a brilliant low strike right into the bottom corner. He's just an absolutely outstanding footballer, and there's been, you know, seasons gone by where I think he's kind of got a little bit of leeway with the fans because he's a Bradford City fan, but now he is a proven first team player. He's not just a youngster who's getting the odd minutes every now and again. He's one of our best players, and I'm delighted he has signed a new contract. It makes sense why we've left it a little bit later on into the summer once we've done the majority of our transfer business, which is obviously more important with Pointon still having time left on his contract. He also will probably have got a pay rise, which he clearly does deserve because he played a very integral part in our promotion last season. It also protects the club from the point of view if there was ever a ridiculous offer that came in for Pointon. It's now going to be well into the 7-figure mark. His potential is minimum championship. There is a universe and a career out there where Pointon does achieve the Premier League. I believe he is that good. His pace might potentially stop him from doing that, but he is so good technically. There is no doubt in my mind that man will at least play in the Championship for a number of seasons in his career. Right now, though, we've got to enjoy him for what he is, a brilliant League One standard footballer contributing to his boyhood club. This is just a success all round. How long has it been since we had an academy graduate be so good and be so important to our first team? I mean, the last real player that I can remember coming through the academy and playing consistently, we're talking Thin Cousin Dawson, Danny Devine. Pointon is 100 times better than both of those. Looking at Pointon's stats then from last campaign in a little bit more detail, he played at 40 League 2 matches, starting 27 of them. We've got to remember at the start of last season, despite proving quite integral in the 23-24 campaign, at the start of last season, Pointon wasn't really playing much. You know, he had to bide his time, he had to wait, and then come the end of the season, he was massively important to our side. Obviously, he scored the 6 goals, averaging a goal every 408 minutes with a 13% goal conversion rate. He registered the 5 assists as well, created 9 big chances, averaging 1 key pass per game. Defensively, he's certainly not scared to get stuck in. You know, he'll put tackles in, he'll take his cynical yellows if he needs to. And for a man who's not particularly tall, he's not particularly strong, because he just gets what it is to play for Bradford City. As long as you give that 110%, you'll get applauded coming off the pitch every single time, even if you might sometimes fall a bit short and it's frustrating because you've not quite had the quality in front of goal. This is not Pointon specific, this is any player that plays for Bradford City. As long as you give it 110%, you'll get applauded off. Look at when we lost away at Birmingham. Yes, the expectation was obviously on the Blues, but because of how well we played, how much we gave it in that game, every single player gave it 120%. They were all applauded off and almost deemed as the people's champions, really. In terms of his dribble stats, he has over 50% successful dribble rate. He wins 50% of his ground duels, and as you would expect, just the 27% of his aerial duels. He picked up the 5 yellow cards. So he got 11 league goal contributions last campaign. The season before that, he got 4 goals and 3 assists at 7. So he's only getting better and better. Still just 21 years of age. This is just brilliant news. How many times have I said that this summer? We have finally got our Bradford City back. It's taken a number of years, but I think David Sharp deserves a lot of credit and everybody else around him. This has been an outstanding, not even just transfer window, because business like this is brilliant, isn't it? And finally then, here is how Bradford City's squad is now lining up for the 2025-26 campaign. Obviously, nothing has physically changed on here because Pointon, he was still already contracted to the football club, but it's just nice to have a look at what we've currently got and what the options are. Obviously, Harry Ibbotson early today joined Chorley on a 1-month loan, which is why he is highlighted in pink. If we just scroll over slightly, you can see Harry Ibbotson is out on loan. This is the positives, I guess, of this graphic, but there's a lot of quality in this squad. I don't think we need desperately incomings before there is further outgoings. Obviously, Paul Huntington was confirmed. He's also left Bradford City today. He won't be offered a new contract by the club, which is a bit of a shame, but he probably really wasn't going to play much this season, and I think he's still more than good enough to be playing in League 2. Jack Hunt, I'm not 100% so sure if he is still on trial, but I wouldn't be surprised to see another left wing back come in between now and the end of the transfer window. I'll leave it at that. You can make your judgments whatever you want from that, but I wouldn't be surprised if a left wing back does come in. Obviously, it won't be Teo Aramola as he has joined Leyton Orient on loan. But in terms of Bobby Pointon, for me, he probably is one of the top 2 attacking midfielders at Bradford City. I think on some days Sass, his quality shines through. On some days Pointon's quality shines through. On Saturday, both of them got a goal and both of their quality does shine through. But I think for me, Pointon is certainly one of the first names on the team sheet. He showed that on Saturday, and we're going to have some real competition when Cook comes back from injury. You've got Kavanagh in there as well. There's going to be a lot of competition for places, but Pointon has proved time and time again where people might not necessarily write him off, but maybe think, yeah, I'll probably be on the bench for that game. Like me on Saturday, I didn't think Pointon was going to start. He did. He proved me wrong. Scored an absolutely exceptional goal. And that is kind of what Pointon's career has all been about, proving people wrong, proving the doubters wrong. And now I think it's fair to say he is amongst one of our best players, even making a step up into League 1. Alexander clearly rates him very highly. David Sharp and everybody else at the club clearly rate him. Pointon also rates the way that we're going, because it would be very easy for him to go, well, I've got offers here, because he probably has had offers from, last season clubs in League 1 or now clubs in the Championship. I can now make that next step, but he's also buying into what there is at Bradford City. And as a Bradford City fan, that might be easy for him to do, but in terms of a career, it's obviously a short career as a footballer, and you're going to want to be the best version of yourself, and he sees his future at Bradford City, which I think is a very telling and a very important thing for us as well. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there then for today's video. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to drop a like on there for me and subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. Can we try and hit 200 likes as I mentioned at the start of today's video? And don't forget to get your thoughts in down in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts on Bradford City fan Bobby Pointon signing a new 2-year contract with the football club with the option of a further season as well? Like I mentioned, I'm absolutely delighted. Excited to watch him play on Saturday. That is the next time that I will see you, on Saturday, maybe early Sunday morning for the match day vlog. But thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all then.